How's it going, everybody? This is John. A lot to cover tonight. So, and the reason I wanted to share that video to start this training is simple. All we're doing is saving money and sharing savings and stacking commissions, just like Rudy said in that video. If we're trying to sell this, we're trying to push it down people's throats and things of that sort, we're not doing it correctly. We're not sharing savings. And so I don't know if you've noticed, but I've been very busy the last week or so with a lot of different videos, content, team guides, things of that sort. You can kind of see where it's taking shape on my team, and I also invite the other teams to take part and start building stuff like this as well, just because I want everybody to win regardless of where they're at in this company. I don't care if they're under me, somebody else, it doesn't matter to me. But what I want people to understand is the importance of branding, the importance of giving each other credibility and shout outs, and recruiting as a group and not just a single person. I love those testimonial videos. I'm very thankful you guys keep sending me your testimonials. They're great. And there's a lot of stuff that we can do with those. So it's been nice. And I feel like I'm getting to know the members a little bit, believe it or not, just listening to the testimonials. So that's really cool as well. So when we talked about closing, the last meeting we had, the last training, we talked about different ways and phrases, things you could say, things of that sort to bring yourself value, to bring whatever it is you're selling value. Now we're going to talk about power closing questions tonight and tomorrow, and the next day we've got some pretty amazing trainings, and especially on Thursday night. I'm really excited about the final training Thursday night. But for tonight, power closing questions. Question number 1, does this program, product, or service make sense for you? If yes, are you ready to get started? The biggest thing I see in sales is people don't ask for the close enough. They just don't. In fact, I assume the sell almost every time I speak with somebody. I said, all right, let's go ahead and get started. I don't even say, are you ready to get started? I say, all right, let's go ahead and get started. Let's get you in. And when you have these conversations and people want more information, and we'll share a lot Thursday night about what you're going to send them, why you send them this, you send them this thing at this time during the conversation, things of that sort. We'll get into a lot of that. There's been a lot of stuff created for you to do that. But in the meantime, are you ready to get started? Or better yet, let's go ahead and get you started. I actually like that one better. Let's go ahead and get you started. Since this program makes sense for you, let's get you started. Just what it says here. Pause. All we need to do, and then say, go ahead and fill this out. The best thing to do is fill it out with them. I had the opportunity to do that the other night. I just had to jump on another call. Fortunately, the individual signed up anyway, but had this individual not signed up, or I didn't have that call, I would have sat and walked through the process with this individual. I always feel it's a lot more effective when you walk through the process with the person. Put them on a Zoom call, do something, or get on the phone with them and walk them through the process or whatever it may be. So fill it out with them. When you watch a video, if it's a 5-minute video, if you have time, have them watch the video with you. Watch it with them, and then you can answer questions or whatever right there on the spot. Don't just send it to them and say, all right, watch this video, I'll call you 2 weeks later. Don't do that. Watch it with them. After what you have seen, is this something that would make sense for you and your business? Great, let's get you started. What card would you like to use? Ask for the payment. A lot of people are so afraid to ask for the payment. It blows my mind. How do you close somebody if they don't pay? You can't become a charter member for free. They've got to pay. You had to pay. There's no issue. There's nothing wrong with you asking somebody to pay. And in fact, what are we doing? We're sharing savings. Pay the money and start saving money. If you've shown them value by this point, you should have no reservation whatsoever asking them to pay. Remember, you're doing them a favor here. You're offering them an amazing opportunity. And if nothing else, you're offering them an opportunity to save more than they pay. So again, you've got to come in from that point of view and look at it that way. And it'll all make sense if you watch all the trainings before this one. I don't have time to go into why you would do it that way, things of that sort. I've already covered that in great detail in other trainings. What to say of the person that they don't have any money? Because that's the biggest excuse. I don't have enough money. So sympathize with them for a minute. I understand that you don't have the money. Thank you for sharing. I appreciate you being vulnerable about your situation. If I can help you find the money, do you want to get started today? So what can that be? Well, what are some things? Talk to them. You know, let's go over. Would you like to do this business? Oh yeah, I'd love to. I would restate. Would you like to do this? Yes, I would. Okay, you just mentioned you don't have the money. So let's just take, if you don't mind, let's take a few minutes and look over your expenses every month. Let's just kind of, you know, let's see what we can do to help free that money up. Let's look at some things. You know, how often do you eat out? How much do you do this? This. Is this something you can really afford not to do? And by doing that, well, you know, what if I can save you money? Okay, you eat out X amount of times a month. You do this. You have a phone. You do this. You know what? Let's go ahead and save you 25, 30, 50 bucks a month on your phone. Let's go ahead and save you this when you eat out. Let's save you this on your travel. Let's save you this on your car. Let's save you on this on that. That will find the money. If I help you find the money, will you sign up? That's how you handle that. I don't have the money. Well, I will help you find the money. I completely understand. Let's help you find that money because I don't think this is something you can afford not to do. That's a better way than saying, oh, okay, well, I'll talk to you in 3 months. You know, because with what we have, fortunately, what we have, it saves people money. So if you look at another business where you're selling something, this is harder to do, isn't it? It's a lot. This is easy to do because it's playing right into your hands. Well, hey, I'm trying to help you save money here, buddy. Pal, friend, amigo, whatever. Let me go ahead and do it. That's how you do it when they say, I don't have the money. Say, well, you know, I'm going to help you find it. And look, let's help you find it with what we offer you. How's that? That's even better than what I can do otherwise. Let's help you find the money with what we currently offer. That excuse should never be an excuse. It shouldn't have any weight to it because you're going to help them find money through our network. That's the whole point of our network. That's the whole point of the savings portal and program. Look for the desire, not the money. If someone wants to join the business bad enough, they will find the money, especially if you can show them how to save the money. Because by saving them money, you're finding them money. It's the same thing. It's the exact same thing. So how is your credit score? Okay, is over 650. You don't have to ask this unless this is not related to our network. What credit cards do you have now? Things of that sort. How much do you have in saving? I mean, you can do that kind of stuff. That to me would be more high end if you're selling something at a high end purchase. So we'll kind of skip those for now. The skills of a top closer. Top sales pros make it easy for people to buy. That is a very true statement. Here are several ways to find money. Remember, this is a business they are joining. There's nothing wrong with getting a business loan to start a business. Now, again, we won't need a business loan for $50 a month. I seriously doubt it. You can even talk to them about, you know, again, the tax benefits. I would say, look, I'm not an accountant, I'm not a CPA, but I can tell you right now as a self-employed person, this is what I've been able to write money off on, and I can save myself a whole lot more than $50. The point being is that should never be an excuse, especially for a company or business this inexpensive. We're not really asking for a lot every single month. Now that could be relative because in other countries $50 may mean more than other, you know, whatever. It's all relative, I guess. But here in the United States, $50 a month isn't towering. It's not something that they can't do, especially when you can save them that type of money. So moving on here, again, you know, garage sale, there's ways, I mean, there's a lot of different ways to raise some money though. However, if you need to go that route, and you can ask them all sorts of questions, pointed questions like that. Ways to get referrals to your business. How to get unlimited referrals. Easy, ask for them. Ask for a referral. If somebody tells you no, well, do you know someone else who may be interested? If they tell you yes, okay, great. Let's go ahead and get you started and let's start working on your 3 people right now. Now that you're done, let's talk about, okay, who are you thinking of right now? Well, it's right on the tip of their brains. What 3 people would you like to introduce this to first? And let's make a game plan for those people. Tell me about this person. Do they work full time? What do they do? Have they ever been in other businesses before? You know, are they open to network marketing? Why or why not? What can you tell me about this person? And that way you can kind of game plan and approach that person. That's always a good way to do it. Be specific on the type of person you're looking for. Ask for 3 minimum and expect them to give them to you. So you can, again, when you sign somebody up, ask for them, or if you don't sign somebody, ask for them. Either way, it doesn't matter. Ask for them one way or another. Be polite, obviously. Be patient for them to give them to you. There's no reason why you shouldn't be asking for referrals. This is a relationship business. It's a referral-based business. It's what we do. Ask if you can use their name when you contact them. Get a phone number. Now, that's a great way. Now, if they sign up, obviously, because this is one of my pet peeves. People say, can you call so-and-so for me? I said, I'd rather you call them. You know them. You have a relationship with the person. I'll get on a 3-way call with you. Call them, let them know, or at least call them and let them know I'll be calling them, or call them and you kind of warm them up a little bit. You know, do something. The reason why I say that is because if they sign up now, if they don't sign up, obviously, you go the other route. But if they sign up, they've got to do something. They've got to do something, because otherwise you're going to create a lazy behavior, and you don't want that at all. You won't create leaders creating lazy behaviors. It just won't happen. So I always tell people, you know what? I will do a 3-way call with you. I'll do this and this and that, but you got to tell them something. Give them a little bit of information. I hate it when I get on the phone, and it's happened to me many times. I get on the phone. What do you know about our network? Oh, I don't know. So and so just told me about it. Just told me to talk to you. That's it. They didn't share anything with them. I don't like that, because then you have to do pretty much an entire presentation, and I feel I'm pretty darn good on the phone, but you know, give your upline a little bit of something to work with, you know, because not everybody is really quick on their feet on the phone like some of us may be. So give them something to work with. I mean, share something, and you can share a lot of different things with them. I can tell you right now, do you know what I do? When people ask me for more information, not only do I send them more information based on what they ask. If they want more information about our auto, I'll send them information about our auto. I'll send them information about whatever they ask for. But guess what else I send them? I send them that testimonial video I just showed you. If they're looking to come on our team, I send them a testimonial video about our team. If they're on the other team, obviously you would send them the testimonial on the rNetwork or anything your team may have created or whatever, to give yourself credibility. When people are paying $50, they want to know what they're receiving in return and value. A lot of people understand this. They want to know who they're joining, why they're joining this person, this group. That's why we work so hard. That's why I work so hard up top on the top of this group to give it credibility, to brand it, to do all the things that you see happening right now in the group. There's a reason for that. There's a lot of reasons. It's to drive credibility. So when people look at it, oh my gosh, I want to be a member of this group. And the other group, if you're listening, do the same thing. Do the same thing. Give your group credibility. I'm not doing it to just say, hey, we're better than you. No, that's not what it is. I'm bringing in credibility because there's 7 billion people in this world right now. So we're going to have different prospects. Some prospects are going to look at us. Some prospects are going to look somewhere else. But if they look at us or they look somewhere else, wherever that prospect looks, that prospect needs to see value where that prospect looks, regardless of where they look. If they don't see value of where they look, they may not join the place that they're looking at. Whether that be you, be your team. Having a team to be able to recruit the way we're recruiting as a team and through the testimonial videos and all that kind of stuff, because they're not just hearing it from you anymore. They're hearing all these people pour their hearts out. Some of these testimonials have been amazing. And what I like about them, they're real. They're real. They're just from real people, everyday people that just, here's my testimonial. They're better than pictures. They're better than quotes. It's all, the video is always the best. Send them the testimonials. Send them that video. It's 5 minutes, 8 minutes, 3 minutes. We even have voiceover that Fusion that's 1.5 minutes that either team can use. I don't care who uses it. That's what they're for. They're for credibility. They're for an instant impact. That's why they're created. Those help you close. All of the stuff we're doing helps you close. Write down the 3 people they know, first name, last name, phone, relationship to you. Have them do that. You know, email them to you. If, again, this is if they do not sign up. If they do not sign up and you want leads, you can use their name, that's fine. If they do sign up, again, I would have them make the first contact, and then, and you can help them. You can be on the phone with them if you need to. If you're really good and you're comfortable that way, be on the phone with them when they make that first contact. Moving on here, fast track training, how to get your business going fast. Fast track training is designed to help you get your new distributor off to a fast start. Use this training system whenever you enroll a new distributor or trying to reactivate an existing distributor that is now ready to begin building the business, and you will see amazing results. So, help them join at the highest financial level they can afford. Easy. Ours is all one level, $50. Easy enough. Help establish their 12-month and 90-day income goals. I actually really like those. Give them a daily activity tracker, which is a very good idea. What do we have? What did we just create on our team? We just created a get started manual. Getting started, that's a duplicatable system. We talked about duplicatable systems the other day. I actually did an interview with the gentleman who wrote this class. And in that interview, I don't know if you guys saw it, but whoever did, you heard me say this. I said, people always ask me, John, what is a duplicatable system? Do you have a duplicatable system? And I'll ask them, what do you mean by that? Well, like a funnel system. I said, okay, yeah, we have funnel systems. We have marketing systems. We have email. We have rotators. We have auto responders. We have the whole 9 yards. Okay, great. Duplicatable system. And I said, no, that's a small piece of an overall duplicatable system. What is a duplicatable system? Trainings like this is a duplicatable system, or a duplicatable system. Trainings like this, along with the autoresponders, along with the testimonials, along with the team sites and everything that we're doing. If you're not able to go out and create your own team sites and you're just not internet savvy, use our team site. That's what it's for. I don't expect everybody to go out and build your team sites. Yes, I've said it before, because if you want to brand yourself and you want to get better, yes, push yourself a little further and further and get better, and you can start doing that stuff. But in the meantime, if it's working and you're sending people to our team site and it's converting and they love it and they like the support, by all means, do it. Keep doing it. If it works, do it. Do it. Don't change. Don't reinvent the wheel. And then you can focus on other things. I talked about the last time. Did you guys write this down last week? What would you like to focus on? What do you want your niche to be? Do you want your niche to be online marketing? Do you want your niche to be belly to belly? Do you want your niche to be bringing on small local businesses once we roll that out? What is your niche? What are you best at? Whatever it is you're best at, that's what you should focus on more, and then you can learn the other things. Just kind of drip, just slowly get better and better and learn the other things. Or better yet, let me tell you something. I'll talk about this more on Thursday's training. Better yet, create a plan for your team. Say, hey, so-and-so, you're good at social media. Why don't you head up our social media? Why don't you help us create a site for our team to use, and we'll use it? Why don't you, you're really good at going into local businesses. Why don't you help us come up with something to go in local business? Or why don't you head that up on our team? Why don't you give your team assignments? It's okay to do that. I have several administrators on my Facebook page. We're just about to open a whole bunch of social media pages that Fusion's creating for us. I'm going to have admins on those pages just for prospects. Those are prospect pages. They're going to be run a little bit differently than our page, because our page has members and prospects. Pages I'm about to create are strictly prospects, and we're going to manage those a little bit differently. For prospects, get them engaged, get them interested, get them to our website, hopefully get them to sign up, and hopefully drop them under somebody on our team. That's the goal. Just walk them through that process, right? So, but you got to create a plan for your team, not just yourself, your team. What do you expect from your team members? Again, what's their daily activity tracker? How are they going to help you build an organization? You're building a business. Think about it as a CEO, manager, mid-management, low management, employees. Think about it that way. Think about it that way as your team. Not just, okay, well, I got my 3, go get your 3, go get your 3. No, whatever your team's strengths are, help them. You'll be amazed at how many team members will reach out and say, hey, would you like me to do anything? Utilize their talents and their strengths and put together a plan so you have everything humming. You just have it all just clicking. That's the best way to do it. Fortunately, I'm very lucky because I learned years ago how to sell, how to market, how to do presentations, how to, I feel like I'm kind of a one-man shop sometime, but I had to learn how to do that over several years. But I understand not everybody knows how to do all that stuff. I get it. I totally get it. And I'm not expecting everybody to know everything on day one. So don't feel overwhelmed. Just say, look, this is what I'm good at. This is my niche. This is what I focus on. Why? Because if you perfect your niche and you work your niche really hard, you can make yourself a lot of money. You can become very successful with that niche. And everything else will be a distraction for you. But help other people on your team that their niche may be different than yours. Then what will happen is you can see your team growing a lot faster. But in the meantime, like I said, go ahead and send them to our Facebook. Our Facebook page is humming. You can start building yours now to get ready and get more people involved and get it bigger and bigger and bigger. But in the meantime, still use ours, still send people to ours, because we have almost 7,000 people in our group. Our group is humming. There's a lot of activity there, a lot of questions being answered, whatever. But that's eventually where you would like yours to get to, and it may not be there now, and that's okay. But it's all steps. It's all baby steps to get them on there. Again, with your new people, teach them the 4 levels of learning. You have to go all the way back. Earlier in these classes, we went through the 4 levels of learning. Teach them to do the money making and activities. We talked about the money-making activities. We talked about how to get people on calls. We do blitz calls as a team. We have presentations. We have Super Saturday events at times. We have different events in different cities. We have all sorts of different things. And we taught a few classes ago how to get people to actually show up to those things, how to ask them properly. I'm not going to go over it every time because I wouldn't have time. You'd have to go back. That's why I have 14 of these classes, because there's a lot to cover. But you've got to plug them into your team's duplicatable system. What's our duplicatable system? Easy. You know how easy our duplicatable system is? Called our Team Get Starting Guide. Getting Started Guide. That's our duplicatable system. Walk through that guide with them. Don't just send them the guide. Walk through the guide with them. And get them to promise you, to tell you, I'm going to start with class number 1. I'm going to take these sales classes. I'm excited. Oh, I'm going to look at the ref system. I'm going to look at this. I'm going to look at that. I'm going to go through that. That is a duplicatable system. It is a step-by-step process. A system, duplicatable system, is a lot more than a landing page. It's a process. To get them to go through the same process. Then they're like, wow, that was easy. I made it through this process. Now my new recruit, and they're recruiting on and on and on. Their new members, they go through the same process, and guess how fast your team grows? That's why I've done what I've done to create what I've created, because I wanted to help set up a culture and a process. It's a plug and play. Just plug them right into it. There's a lot of things. Anything on this list you can do. Practice the basic invitation script. We went through those. Teach them the basics of the warm-up, audio business cards, everything. This is kind of a recap of all those classes we've had. But now it's saying, hey, now that you've gone through these classes, practice these techniques with your new signups. Practice these techniques, because I'm telling you, they work. They work. This class, Stephen and I have had a lot of conversations, and he's a great person. I really like him a lot. And we go back and forth. We share a lot of ideas. And I told him on that interview, we're cut from the same cloth, brothers from another mother or whatever. But we think very much alike because we've been through a lot of similar experiences. We've done a lot together, and in the last couple of weeks, we've spoken a lot together. And we have a very exciting training coming up for you guys as well. It's going to be how to get past gatekeepers and how to bring on local businesses, how to get to the decision makers, and how to help the decision maker say yes for businesses. We've both had a lot of experience. I spoke with him. He had the #1 team in Aflac and different places. I've had #1 top teams. And so, between he and I, we've had a lot of it, and we're excited to put that next training together for you that's going to talk about how to get past those gatekeepers and how to bring on a lot of local merchants quickly and help them give you referrals and help them bring on more merchants and bring on more merchants. And so we're going to take this to a whole new level, not just onesies. I call them onesies. When you get one member, that's a one-off or a onesie. Wait till you start getting the businesses. We're going to create a training specifically for that niche, just for everybody on there. So really quick, I'm going to open this up for Q&A. And I went through those pages pretty quickly because there is just a lot on there. But before I do that, I want to show you one other thing. I'm going to go back to our Facebook page here. Give me 1 second. Let me pull it up. See if I can find the right one. I keep changing it over and over again. That's our website. That's not it. See if they've put it on here yet. I don't think they've done it quite yet. No, maybe they have. Oh, no. Okay, wait. I can get there this way. Hold on. YS. I have a plan. Team calendar, our Facebook page. See if you guys can see this. So let's walk you through this really quick, and we'll talk about this more. Not tomorrow. Tomorrow we're going to talk about setting up LinkedIn and things of that sort. And Thursday is the big grand finale. But you should be able to see our team Facebook page right now. And let me go ahead and make it so you guys can unmute yourselves. I'm going to unmute everybody. It's going to be noisy here for just a minute. Then I'm going to mute you all again. Just give me 1 moment. Okay, you guys should be able to unmute yourselves. We're going to do a little bit of back and forth here. But before you do that, let me mute everybody one more time because I can still hear a couple people. Okay, that should work. So check out our new team Facebook page.
Hi, John.
Right here, you see the, okay, again, let me make sure everybody's muted. I don't know how I do that. I mute all. People must just like to unmute quickly. Okay, so the Revvolutionaries, you see our new team logo. You kind of see that we're going to start branding like crazy. Everything we do on all our new videos, all our new publications, everything's going to have that little logo on there. Obviously, we'll still have our network, we'll still have all that, but we're going to brand our team. Now, if you're listening from the other team, it's a good idea to brand your team. Whatever it is you want to do, whatever you need to do. You know, none of this stuff is stuff that only we can do on this team. You can do it. It crosses over, okay? But the reason we're doing it on this team, anytime you sign up for a business or business opportunity or have something like this, think about it this way. You're the CEO of your company, and you're responsible for the growth of your team. So that's why I do this. It's branding the team. It's bringing that team a lot of credibility. Let's go through the file section really quick here. Added a lot of stuff just today. Founding members of Team Revvolutionaries. What is this? This is really cool. I love this thing. This gives people, and use this stuff. See, certificate of appreciation from one of the master members of our network. The name, you know, and a little note. I would like to thank Jamie Ferber for being such a great example and leader. I am proud to recognize Jamie as a founding member and would tell anyone on his team that they are fortunate to have him as their upline business partner, John Johnson, our network master member. That's cool because you know what that does is it gives Jamie credibility. We call it street cred, right? It gives him credibility. And it shows that, hey, he went out there, he's got his 10 in the pen. He's already become a founding member. How did you become a founding member, Jamie? Well, I want to follow Jamie. I want to follow Cindy right here. I want to follow Sam and David and everybody else and Judith and all the way down the line. Gary, and I did receive your emails and stuff for anybody I may have missed, so I'm going to be creating the certificate for you and putting it in here as well. But this kind of stuff matters. And you should do the same thing when people get 10 in the pin on your team or 3 or whatever you want to do. Create a certificate for them. Do something like this. Give them some credibility. Give them a shout out. Because when people, and they, guess what? They can take these certificates and they can put them on their own, in their own marketing, or when they send an email with a certificate and a testimonial video and things of that sort. Give them that, just that little extra edge. Give them something to send out to somebody and say, hey, look, you know, I'm legit. Because you know what that's going to tell the person? Hey, I'm willing to work with you. Look, I'm a founding member. They say, well, how do you become a founding member? Or whatever it may be. That kind of stuff. That's what you want to do. You know, that we've got the team logo here, things of that sort. We have all that kind of stuff. The Getting Started guide, we're going to go through this in great detail on our final training. The guide right here, and it walks you through the whole process. When you get a new member, make sure that you share this guide with them. If you're not sharing this guide with them, you're doing yourself a huge injustice, because it walks them step by step on how to get started, how to have success with our network, with this team, all the stuff they need to do. And it's short, it's simple, it's to the point. It highlights a lot of members in there. It gives, you know, all sorts of, it talks about the leadership team. And you can even use this to promote with, to prospect with. And you're thinking, well, why would I send them this? This is after they sign up. No, it's not. This is a team they're thinking of joining. And again, if you're on the other team, create a team startup guide for your team, because they'll say, wow, look at this team. Man, my team's got it going on. So to say, you know what? I'm inviting you to become a member of this team. Check it out. Check out our duplicatable system. Send them this guide, testimonial video, a blurb on rNetwork, and boom, go through it with them and sign them up. Sign them up. That's what you do. I mean, don't overcomplicate this, because for $50 a month, the way to close people is showing them value. Am I receiving the same or greater value than I am paying? Am I? Yes, they are. And look at the team you're about to join. I'm inviting you to join us. Send them a testimony, one of our team testimonials, along with the team guide and a blurb on rNetwork. Send whatever. And again, if you're on another team, because I want this training to benefit everybody, do the same thing. Create something similar for your team and do the same thing. I want you to succeed. I want both sides. And the third team that's going to come in, I want them to succeed. The bigger it gets, the better it gets. For all of us, it doesn't matter. We're all brothers, sisters, friends, family on all teams, cross line. It honestly doesn't matter to me at all. What matters to me is the ability to give instant credibility to wherever they're joining. And I noticed in network marketing, there's teams, people, there's always teams. That's the first thing I noticed when I got in this industry. Everybody, it's almost like a high school. Everybody breaks off into their team. Here's your team, here's your team, here's your team. Well, guess what? That's why I'm teaching you how to bring value to your team. And use it. Use it to recruit, use it to train and develop. That's what it's here for. That's why I'm creating all of this stuff. It's not just because I have time all day to sit around and do nothing. We've got the team blog in here. Team blog is pretty cool. You can send information. And so this blog is also found on our website. You just click on the Art Affiliates blog right here. Again, any team can create this kind of stuff. Why get started with rNetwork, the guide to our services. These are just different things that you can send to people if you need to. You know, these are beautifully done. And there's just a lot of resources that you have at your fingertips that you can use. So, and again, on our website, do not drive traffic. Don't send your prospects directly to raffiliates.com. You can send them, you can copy and paste a picture of this blog and just send them the writing without sending to our website. You don't have to, because again, if they sign up on our website, it may or may not go under you. Same thing as if they sign up under the corporate website, it may or may not fall under you. It's just going to fall into the next person in line. So send them to your duplicatable site to sign up. Every time you have any conversation with any person, whether you send them a video or anything, always send them your link. Send them your link 100% of the time. Include your link in any and all correspondence. Oh, thank you for taking a look at that. Oh, are we still talking again tomorrow? Send them your link. Hey, how's it going? Send them your link. Hey, how was lunch? Send them your link. Keep that link in front of them. Link, 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 link. Always send them your link. Okay, with any correspondence you have with a prospect. Send them your link, not our website, not corporate site, your link to your duplicatable site. That's what you send them. That's how it works. That's the kind of stuff the pros do. They're all, to be a pro closer, you always have to think of every little tiny nuance. Think of every little thing. Don't forget anything. So again, go back and review all the other classes leading up to tonight, and just, you know, it'll give you all these cool steps and things you can do. And again, to duplicate your team and to close and to do all that kind of stuff, use the stuff that we're creating for you to use. That's why I'm creating all this stuff. Again, it's not it's not because I have nothing else to do. I promise I've got plenty to do. I'm a busy person, but I love doing this stuff. It's fun, and I want it to benefit everybody. But again, you've got to use it. You know, that's what it's there for, and you can use this kind of stuff. Why us? Why our team? It's easy. The training, the team calendar, the leadership, the commitment, all this kind of stuff, the marketing, the closing calls. We're going to start doing, after our training, we're going to start doing a couple closing calls twice a week. You're going to be able to invite your prospect to closing calls. These are going to be different than presentation calls. And every week it might be somebody else hosting the call, but might be myself one night and somebody else another night. And it's going to be the top closers on our team that they're just basically going to do a call every week. You send your prospects for a simple Q&A, and they'll help you close your prospects for you. We're going to have those placed on the team calendar, but that's a perk for joining our team. And again, if you're on the other team, go ahead and do it. I mean, you can steal any idea we have. I wouldn't say steal. You can share any idea we have, because that's what this training's for. This training's for everybody, regardless of what team they're on. It doesn't matter. It's open to all our network members, because I want everyone to have success regardless of where you're at. Again, it doesn't matter to me. But why Team Revolutionaries or why Team whatever your team name is, whatever, you know. But you can use what we have, so you don't have to reinvent the wheel. You can use the stuff corporate has. Corporate's got some excellent videos and things of that sort as well for you to use. It's all out there. But that's how you close. You close with credibility. You close with asking for the close, and you come up with the plan on what you're going to do with the prospect when you close them. Your business partner, what are we going to do? Let's close and let's start compiling a list of businesses we're going to go to. Let's close and let's go ahead and get your 3 people. Who are their name, phone number, address, everything. Tell me about this person. All that stuff. What do you think they're going to be excited about? What do you think that they're going to be turned off about? What do you think, let's come up with a plan. So when we contact that person together, or you contact them initially, or whatever it may be, let's come up with a plan for that person. What do you think is going to be attractive to that individual person? Don't just call a person, hey, I've got a business idea for you. Have a plan when you go talk to that person. What do you talk? And we've talked a lot about that, kind of how to start those conversations in other trainings. So with that, really quick, I'm going to open up for any quick comments. Keep the comments and questions about what pertains tonight. As far as when is this going to roll out, when is that going to roll out, I don't know. That's not what this training's for. Those are questions for corporate. Corporate will address when a new product's going to roll out. All that kind of stuff has nothing to do with the training classes. And I don't know all the dates, to be honest with you. Corporate knows all the dates. rriseup.com, or sorry, not .com, rriseup on Facebook. When it's announced, that's when we know that'll happen. But we can start preparing, because I do know it's very, very soon. I just don't know the exact dates on everything. I do know on January 14th, we're going to have a lot of stuff. I do know that. And but I don't know all the finite details, because anything corporate, depending on what's going on with all sorts of different things, programming, regulation, all that. I mean, it all matters, and it all speeds things up or slows things down. But right now we have something very powerful. So with that, really quick, let's do a quick Q&A pertaining to closing, pertaining to speaking with prospects, stuff like that pertaining to this class. So go ahead if anybody wants to unmute. The time is yours.
Hey, John.
Yes.
George Hudak.
Yes.
You mentioned Thursday night being the last class.
Yes.
So we're going to have it tonight, tomorrow, Wednesday, and Thursday?
No, Wednesday I can't. I've got a concert my son's doing that I've got to go to. So tonight, tomorrow, Thursday.
Okay, thank you.
Yep. Anybody else?
Hi, John. Yeah, it's
Yes.
Leanne.
Hey.
I just need I wanted some clarification. When you said that to watch the video with them, that you're meaning when you're talking to somebody in person, or am I missing something on?
Right. Yeah.
Okay.
So say it's a friend, somebody like if it's a prospect online, typically you probably won't have the chance to watch a video with them,
Okay.
unless they're open to it. Say, hey, I can watch a video with you. Do you have time to jump on a quick Zoom or whatever? I mean, you could do that.
I was going to ask then, is that what you meant to set up a Zoom call? But
yeah,
okay.
yeah, and that's just the most effective way. Some people will say yes, some people will say no. I always like to train the most effective way to do things, because you've got their attention, and for a fact they're watching it because you're watching it with them, or you're reading through the information with them. Anytime you can do anything with a prospect, it will increase your ability to close that prospect 10 times easily, just like that. I've been doing it for years and years, and it works like a charm. If you can do that, if your prospect's open to it. Any other questions?
John, it's Linda Sheldon here.
Yes.
I have 2 questions. One, is there a closing video I could use? I have a client that has a large potential that I have a meeting with on Wednesday, and so I feel I might need to have a 3-way call on it. So if nobody's available, is there a video I could use?
Yeah, I think that's like a message. I think we could probably set up a 3-way with that individual. So just let me know, and just remind me, send me a PM. I've got some time Wednesday to do something like that.
Okay.
So just send me that private message. I know you posted it in that group. I just haven't had a chance to
No, I know you're so busy. I get it. You do so much for us. It's so appreciated. But I also have another one on Wednesday that already has a fairly large, not huge, MLM group out of Colorado that we have a meeting with on Friday. So that was the other reason to get some help with that one, just in case I need it.
Awesome. Yeah, just send me a message and let me know. Then any other questions? So if not, we'll go ahead and cut it about 17 minutes short tonight. It's nice, a quick class tonight, but hopefully, again, use that training guide or the starting guide, all that kind of stuff, all these kind of things. And again, Thursday is going to be, I'm going to show you a whole bunch of different stuff. And tomorrow night, we're going to focus on how to set up LinkedIn profiles, how to market on LinkedIn, how to bring, because that's a very good place. There's a couple places actually you can market on to get more and more people. And honestly, guys, it's just getting 3, helping them get their 3, or getting 10 really, and helping them get their 10, and just focusing on that. But there's so many different ways to do it. So with that, everybody have a great night. I've got to run, and we will talk to you tomorrow night.
All right. Thank you.
Thanks, guys. All right, bye-bye.